So we're going to be looking through the Unit 6 study guide. Now this is part 2. You took part 1 already over angles. This is part 2 over circumference and area of circles. So I'm just going to walk through these. You can go back and listen to them as many times as you want. A copy of this study guide will also be in the classroom and sent out via text message. So I'm going to start with question 1 and just work my way through. If you need to email me, you can. I will be available. Okay, so a circular fountain is being covered in square tiles that are 9 inches on each side. The fountain is 10 feet in diameter. The tiles are in boxes of 25 each. How many boxes do you need to buy? Now this is easily the most difficult problem on this test. So we've got tiles that are 9 inches on each side. The fountain is 10 feet in diameter. So we have 2 types of units. We need to convert to one type. So I either need to convert this 10 feet into inches by multiplying 10 times 12, or I can change the 9 inches into feet by doing 9 divided by 12. Now I chose to do the 9 divided by 12 route. You could do the 10 times 12 to change feet to inches. It's not going to make any difference. You're still going to get the same answer. I just felt like this would allow me, changing them all to feet would allow me to deal with smaller numbers. I also, since I'm dealing with area, they're covering it. It's in square tiles. This is going to be completely covered. It's not just the outline, so I need to find the area. Well, to do area, I have to know the radius. So if it's 10 feet in diameter, that's 5 feet in radius. So that's the information we need to know. So I started by finding the area of the fountain. So area of the fountain is pi r squared. So we do 3.14 times the radius, 5 times 5, because squared, remember, means multiply it by itself twice. This gives me 78.5 square feet. And I went ahead and put the units just because that helped me remember, oh yeah, I need to convert. Now, the 9 inches, there are 12 inches in a foot, so 9 divided by 12, that's 3/4 of a foot, or 0.75. And I'm going to go ahead and use the decimal form. So the area of a tile, since they are square tiles, it's length times width, so I'm going to do 0.75 times 0.75. That gives me 0.5625 square feet in my area. So I take the area of the fountain, 78.5, divided by the area of a tile. That's going to give me 139.6 tiles, or I'm going to round up to 140. So I need 140 tiles divided by 25 per box. This is going to take me 5.6 boxes. Now, even if this were 5.00001, I would still need to order 6 boxes because we can't order half of a box. And if we only order 5 boxes, you won't have enough. So you do need to round up and order 6 boxes. And that's the answer. Okay, the second one asks, if you know the diameter of a circle, what do you need to do to find its area? Well, area is pi r squared. So I first need to change my diameter to the radius. I do that by dividing the diameter by 2 to get the radius, then multiply pi by the radius squared, because that's the formula for area. So divide the diameter by 2, square it, and multiply it by pi. Okay, the area of a circle is 49 pi square inches. What is its circumference? Leave your answer in terms of pi. So what I need to do is I need to break this down. I know that if I know the radius or the diameter, I can find either area or circumference. So I need to take this, the area, and figure out what my radius is. Once I know that, I can find my circumference. So area is pi r squared. I'm told the area is 49 pi. That's equal to pi r squared. If you notice, we've got pi on both sides. It cancels out. So I marked these out. It's the same as dividing by pi. So basically, 49 is equal to r squared. So I ask myself, what number times itself equals 49? That's 7. So my radius of this circle must equal 7. Now, if the radius equals 7, then the diameter must be twice that, 14. So now I do circumference is equal to pi times diameter. So diameter is 14, pi times 14, that's 14 pi. And since it gave it to me in terms of pi over here, it told me to leave my answer in terms of pi. So I just leave it 14 times pi. I could go through and if I wanted to solve and find out the exact amount, multiply that by 3.14, but I don't need to. Okay, this is a three-part problem. Don't freak out. It's going to be multiple choice first off, and it's just asking you three easy things that you can figure out. So first, find the area of a circle with a radius of 5 centimeters. So that's area is pi r squared. So we do 5 times 5 times pi, because it does say to leave your answer in terms of pi. So that's 25 pi. Then find the area of a circle with a radius of 10 centimeters. So 10 times pi, that's 100. So radius of 5 centimeters, area of 25 pi, radius of 10 centimeters, area is 100 pi. So when I double the radius, because 5 doubled is 10, what happens to the area? Well, looking. When I doubled the radius, my area went from 25 to 100. That's quadrupled or multiplied by 4. So when you double the area, or double the radius, your area actually quadruples or becomes 4 times the amount. Okay, this next one, not quite sure why this stayed in the test. What is volume measured in? I'm just going to tell you it's measured in cubic units. Okay, area is squared, volume is cubed to the third power. This really should be in the part 3 test, but it snuck itself in here. Write a formula to find the area of a circle with a diameter of 12 meters. Okay, so area is pi r squared. We know this because of the song. So diameter is 12. What's the radius? 6. So area is pi r squared. Area is 6 squared times pi. Or, just so that you are aware of this is what it looked like, it's 12 divided by 2 squared times pi. It's the same thing. Okay? Here I solved 12 divided by 2 is 6. Here I wrote it in fraction form. So if like this were a diameter of 11 meters, it could be 5.5 squared times pi, or it could be 11 over 2 squared times pi. Either way, it's the radius is found by dividing the diameter by 2, and then it's times pi. Okay, this is another pretty basic one. Find the circumference of a circle with a radius of 4 feet. So if the radius is 4, the diameter must be 8. And I'm going to use 8 because circumference is pi times diameter. We know the song. So circumference is pi times diameter, so we do 3.14 times the diameter of 8. That's going to give me 25.12 feet. That's my answer. Now, this last part is going to be a drag and drop. So you're going to be given 4 different circles, and you're going to have to find the area and circumference for each of them. And in each case, it's going to be left in terms of pi, which actually makes your calculations a little bit easier. You just don't multiply by the 3.14. So let's just jump right in and look at some of these. Patricia buys a round dinner table. The radius of the dinner table is 6 meters. What is the area? Well, area is pi r squared. So r squared, that's the radius is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. So my area is going to be 36 times pi, which is selection B. F, this one's tricky. Honestly, you're not going to have one as tricky as this on your test. So we've got a circular carpet in the drawing room. He wants to put a circular table in the middle of the carpet. Diameter of the carpet is 12 meters, and diameter of the table is 4 meters. Calculate how much area of carpet is left after putting the table in its place. So area is what I'm dealing with. This gives me diameters. I want radius. So diameter of the carpet is 12 meters. That's 6 meters radius. Diameter of the table is 4 meters. That's 2 meters radius. So I'll do pi times 6 is 36 pi. That's the carpet. Pi times 2, that's 4 pi. That's going to be the table. 36 minus 4, it's going to be 32. So F, 32 pi. Number 3, Stephen purchases a bowl. The diameter of the bowl is 14 centimeters. What is the circumference of the bowl? Okay, circumference is pi times diameter. So diameter is 14. It's 14 times pi. Choice C. Daniel wants to buy cookies For her friend, the radius of a cookie is 5 inches. What is the cookie's circumference? Apparently Daniel is a girl's name now. Okay, circumference is pi times diameter. So I need to know the diameter. If the radius is 5, diameter is 10. That's a really big cookie, by the way. So we've got a diameter of 10. Circumference is pi times 10. That's G, 10 pi. Number 5. Donna makes a round pizza. She wants to put a cheese layer on her pizza. If the replace cake with pizza is 8 centimeters in diameter, how many square centimeters of cheese layer does she need to put on the pizza? Okay, the fact that it says square centimeters tells you its area. So right here it says square centimeters. That means area. Also, the fact that it's making a pizza and we know the cheese goes in the center of the pizza is a big clue. So I'm looking for area. I'm told that the pizza cake is 8 centimeters in diameter. That means it's 4 centimeters in radius. So area is pi r squared. Pi times 4, that's 16 pi, which is choice D. Okay, number 6, Cynthia wants to buy a round photo frame for her brother. The radius of the photo is 9 centimeters. What is the photo frame circumference? Circumference needs diameter, so we're going to replace the radius of 9 with a diameter of 18 because diameter is twice the radius. Circumference is pi times diameter, so 18 times pi is choice A. And finally, number 7, Brian made a tasty burger. The diameter of the burger was 5 centimeters. What was the area of the burger? Diameter is 5, radius is half that. That's 2.5. So pi times 2.5 times 2.5 is going to give you E, 6.25 pi. Now, I will again tell you this is going to be a drag and drop. It's going to be worth 8 points. There will be some choices that are left over, just so you are aware. You're going to have just the pictures of the circle, and you're going to have to find the area and circumference, just like we've been practicing. So again, oh, you can't see it. Let's see, can I make this smaller, maybe? No, you can't see the bottom of the screen. Okay, well, maybe if I do this, okay, we've got 7 multiple choice. And then there's 8 drag and drop over circumference. So this is a 15-point test. It's a little bit less than the one that you just took, but it's pretty much the same. And if you do well on this, it will pull up your grade. So those of you that are worrying about your grades right now, this will pull them up. If you have any questions, I will answer them tomorrow before the test. There's also a Kahoot over this that you can look at, and you can come back and watch this video as many times as you want.